And hello again, welcome to this last Kivy video before I go back into more data-oriented stuff. Um, this last issue I had was with adding a function to the buttons. My goal was to feed a page with information from my button so that I just have the one page and it's going to be customed by the kind of button you put in your Recycleview, right? But you need to connect your informations to your main app and then feed the informations to another page. So I won't completely do that with you today, but what I'm gonna do is show to you at least how to create buttons with actual abilities when you click on them, because otherwise it's kinda useless. Let's go with this. So we're back in this app I created. We last time saw how to create this Recycleview. We added informations in real time, so now it's working. But how do I give those buttons some kind of ability? So let's go. So what's weird about this is that it's actually because you don't have a way of here in your refresh view creation to give your buttons a new ability. Like if you just use the usual stuff, it's not gonna work. And so the answer to that was to create a custom button class. So let's go ahead and do this and create our custom button. And maybe make it a class. Sorry about that. So here what we want to do, we want to create a custom instance of the button to link it to a Recycleview's function. I can't define an onPress for some reason, I don't know why, but we're gonna do it. So first we're gonna call our root widget, which is gonna be an object property again. Like this is core to Kivy, so learn about this. A root widget. So now we're gonna be able to link this with anything we want. That is a Kivy object. And now we're gonna define an onRelease function. So last time you might have seen this with me, onRelease. So those are core event handling functions that exist for any widget, and here it's on release of the button. We're gonna call self and quags here, and here what we're gonna do is call super dot on release quags2. I'm not sure I understand that perfectly, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Just do that. self.root.widget.go to update, which is going to be my function self.text. So what am I doing here? Well, I'm just saying that this custom button is going to have an onRelease function, and this function is going to be the root.widget goToUpdate function. Okay, so what we're doing here is overriding the onRelease function of buttons with a goToUpdate function that we created and that we're going to add later on. So this custom button is just doing this. It's just a button, and we're saying that you can define on this button some kind of ability. So now let's get into the scroller page here, and this is where I have my refresh view function that refreshes the scroller view all the time. And now I'm going to create my goToUpdate function. So how was it to update like that? Self and group name. So my goToUpdate function is just going to take this group name parameter, and this parameter is going to be the group you want to access, so that you get into the database with this group name and then get the informations with it. Okay, that's all we're going to do in this video. So how do we do this? Well, we're going to create a variable called app, and we're going to access our application's name and use that afterwards. So for this, we call app, capital A, dot get underscore running app. And this is going to make us able to get our core wallet update class, wallet app class, which is here, which is the main app class that we have in this application. And by doing this, we now have informations so that we're able to manipulate data of the main app. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, I have in my wallet app here various information that I set up, my screen manager and everything, and I also set up a current group and current group info variable. Those are informations I want to use to load another page. So what I want to do is to update those on the whole app level so that you can use it anywhere. And so to do this, we're going back in there and we're going to access them thanks to this app variable that we created. So now we're going to call our group informations are going to be data.readWallet. Don't bother with this, it's just something I created within my app to access my database. It's an SQLite free package I made. If you're curious about that, I've got a video on that channel, and you've got plenty of videos online. And then I'm gonna say, so app, so my variable of the current running app, dot cur group, and this is so the variable inside of my current running app, and it's gonna be my group name. Same thing, app dot cur group info is going to be group info. So now I'm updating on the app level those informations by going into my database. And now I'm going to say app.root.current equal wallet update, which is me changing screens, obviously, because thanks to this we can access our main app, and so by this we can call the root and current page functions. So thanks to this little thing, we are now able to do all of those in this one function in my Recycleview, so that it's now working. So now we have this information, but where do we put those functions for the buttons? Well, it's in our self.data statement. In the self.data statement, you can be setting up the text of the buttons, but you can also now, thanks to your custom button, add what my root widget is going to be. And it's going to be self. Why is that? Well, my custom button now have a root widget that is an object property. So what I can do is just say that this object property, this root widget, is going to be the scroll page, the Recycleview self. And so now it's going to be able to access this Recycleview thanks to this property that's within it. And this is going to change everything for us, because now our button knows where it is, knows who to communicate with, and knows where to send informations when you click on it. And every button you're going to create is going to have this on release ability, and is now going to be able to call that go to update statement. So see, all of this is circling around. Here you're saying that this custom button is now linked to your scroller page, so your Recycleview, and because it's now linked and they know how to communicate together, you can call your go to update function from the button. It's not that hard, but it's kind of weird that we have to do all that. Last thing, is that we're going to go back to our Kivy file and actually, well, update what kind of objects we're going to feed our scholar page here, because it's going to now be a custom button, right? Okay. So is this working, or did I forget something? Okay, it sounds pretty good. Custom button object has no attribute root. Let's see. Did I mess up something? Root widget. Oh, okay. It's root underscore widget. It's not okay. See, we had to test it out. Let's click on something. Operational error near S, syntax error. Showing you the error here. So data.read wallet group name execute line 38 in read wallet operational error near S, syntax error. So let's see that. Wallet read equal. Okay, so we're back. I'm not gonna go into what was the bug because it was related to the database thing more than what we're talking about today. So what's happening now? Well, let's get into the main page and say that here we could just go into travels, for example, and see the data from my travels. Obviously, feeding this is another project. It's not something I want to go into here. It's kind of tedious. And I thought that this button thing was the more interesting part. So here we are with our app and this custom button system. I hope it was clear enough. At least you've got a place where you want to go and search for now if we didn't know about anything. And I'll see if I can find some sources I used for this this project, but it's been a few weeks for me, so we'll see. I'll see you around. Bye.